you know, the focus of where we are right now is just working to continue to get improvements so that we're ready for the tournament coming up. And as Daniel mentioned, Saturday's home game against Charleston is going to be a big one for us with Senior Day and our two seniors, Janae and Diamond. We really want to send them out on a high note, and everybody's very excited about that and focused in on that. So, you know, we'll be ready for that. We end the regular season at Davidson on Monday, so that'll be a same-day trip for us. We'll head down Monday after 12 or 1 or so, and then go from there and play them on Monday night. And then we'll see kind of where we are seeding-wise for the tournament coming up next week. But we just, defensively, we're doing very good things. Offensively, we don't have a rhythm yet. We've got to really, we've seen spurts of having the inside balance that we need, and that's our challenge. We've got to have that balance to be able to do some of the things that we're needing to do and shoot a little bit better percentage. So we'll continue to work and stay focused on that. Lindsay has a history with Western Carolina. Her grandfather played football here in the 50s, and her mom, Anna Shields, played both volleyball and basketball in the 80s. So she's had Catamount purple in her blood for quite some time. I wish she would have told us sooner, but I live with it. Glad she's here. But she's doing obviously some really good things on the court for us. So I want to, just so you can get to know her a little bit, open it up for questions and let you get to know her a little bit.
Lindsay, what's been the most exciting part about playing college basketball?
Just honestly, like the teammates and the bond you form with those people. That's honestly been the best part for me. And just being so competitive. Like every game you play is competitive, and you have to take that as a challenge every day to come out and compete in order to be successful at this level. And that's just been, you know, a big change from high school for me. And that's just been wonderful.
Were there any challenges that you weren't expecting that you would face that you have? And how did you overcome those?
I would say the physicality of the college game over the high school game, and that's probably the biggest obstacle, which just because in high school, if you're coming off the double screen, people probably aren't bumping you off of it. But in college, they're right there, you know, they're in your face, and you just have to learn how to use your body and get open. And they've been preaching that since day one, and that's probably been the biggest obstacle, just getting open and go from playing more of like a 1 point guard in high school to a 2, you know, having to work to get the ball instead of getting the ball right down in the floor. So.
Lindsay, nice having you here, and it sure is fun watching you play as well. Since we've been together, go back all the way, you know, we'd had a 3-game win streak. Then we lost 2 toughies there. Played really well over at Elon. Our guys were in a great mindset, and they arguably are the best team in our division, and we're playing very well, and you just had a great opportunity to win that ball game, and it went to overtime, and we lost it. Came back and had a good ball game with the College of Charleston, another one of the better teams in our league, and we're not able to get that done at home. And our guys were very, very disappointed, as we really felt like we had an opportunity with the schedule coming back to us with a lot of home games here at the end of the year to really build some good momentum going into the tournament. And we'd really talked about, you know, the opportunity to strike out, especially if we could win at Elon. And so, you know, going into Saturday, I was a little concerned about where we might be mentally. You know, young people, you just never know real well where their heads are going to be. But we knew we had a tough challenge with Coastal. I had a lot of respect for their program and their tradition and their athletes. And one of the few times this year at home, unlike in the past, where we really jumped on them early and really got control of the ball game and put ourselves in a great position for most of that game just to go ahead and get a win. So our guys were really excited, as it's been the case most of the year. We've been very good in practice. I think we're consistently getting better. I think our defense has really gotten to the point where it's become much more consistent and a pretty good staple for us. It's giving us a chance to win either at home or on the road. And then, of course, Saturday having more balance in our offense, not having to rely so much on Trey Sumler just to make play after play to either keep us in ball games or to give us, put us in a comfortable position. So, in the past, it's been one of those things where, Tommy needs to hit some threes, T-Watt needs to, to do some things at the basket, and But then ultimately, in the guts of the game, in most pressure situations, it's been Trey Sumler. And he's had a phenomenal year. He really has had a phenomenal year. He's probably been as good at being able to elevate his game in pressure situation as maybe anybody I've coached in my career. He really has the ability to raise his game. He'll impact the game defensively. He'll get big rebounds. He'll make good plays for other people, get them good shots. And he's just uncanny about time after time. I bet he's done it 15 to 20 times this year where he's hit unbelievably tough shots in crucial situations of ball games. And he's just a great competitor. He's just a great competitor. And he hits free throws. He may miss a free throw here or there, but boy, in the guts of the game, he's usually money. And it was good the other night that we had really been challenging our guys in some of our individual meetings and talking with them as a team that we need other people to step up and hit some baskets. We need more balanced scoring. And teams are just really game planning against him primarily, and then trying to take Tommy out by totally denying him or sitting on him. They don't help away from him on the three-point shot. So we've become kind of more one-dimensional than you have to be an effective offensive team. So it was really good the other night to have James Sinclair hit some shots, to have Brandon Boggspace in the second half step up and hit some baskets. And I think we had 6 or 7 people had scored at halftime of the Coastal game. That was looking at our stat sheet at half. Our coaches commented that hasn't happened very often this year. It doesn't have to be a lot of points. It can just be a basket here or there that makes a difference and makes you a little bit more difficult to guard. So got a big week this week. Got Chattanooga on Thursday. They beat Elon on Saturday at home. So they're feeling good about themselves. They've had some injuries early on. They've been kind of a work in progress, but it's a typical Chattanooga team. They're one of the best basketball traditions in our league. They're usually one of the more talented teams, and they are this year. You'll see that on Thursday. They've got good inside presence with Mason and Zavarik, 2 upperclassmen that are men. They have some depth behind them. Their wing players are the ones that are playing now because of injuries are young, but they've been getting some experience. McGee is going to be on the all-freshman team. They're very athletic. They've been a little inconsistent with their shooting, but when they're on, they're very dangerous. So, like everybody else, they're fighting to improve their position in the tournament. Sanford, you're going to really enjoy seeing them on Saturday. The new coach over there has done a great job. Very talented team. They were talented a year ago, and he added a couple pieces to the puzzle. They should have, in my opinion, the freshman of the year in Tim Williams. So you'll get a chance to see him, a postman. Got great hands and great touch. Averaged about 15 a game as a freshman, and just a really good player. And I think they've got one of the better guards, a holdover guard from the other staff. Kelly is just a terrific player. I've thought all year long, along with Trey, he's arguably one of the top guards in the league. So they have a good team, and they've had a great year, and along with Appy and ourselves are fighting for that 4th bye spot.